Hi, welcome to Grace Place Farm and Gardens. My name is Mason Prescott, and this is the Build Your Own Farm Store series. Today, we're going to be talking about POS system and customer database. Let's get into it. All right, so thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of Build Your Own Farm Store series. We're excited to be sitting here today with Jonathan Carter. He helps a lot with our finances and our back end, and we brought him in today to talk a bit about our customer database, which we use Square, and share kind of what you should be thinking of or considering when putting together a database or managing your customers for your new farm store endeavor. Jonathan, why did we choose Square over every other database that we have out there? What made it kind of the right fit for us?
Sure, well, one of the big things in choosing Square that I was looking for was something that is widely used and also very simple. You know, I don't want to spend all my time trying to update, trying to manage, trying to maintain a system, and then teach someone else and train someone else how to do it. I want something that's easy. I can say, hey, here's your phone, or hey, we have this already set up in the farm store. As you're there, the person can even be checking themselves out if we wanted to. And just making something really simple and quick, but also they could give me the data and the information that I can make decisions and also our farm team can make decisions on as we move forward in our farm season.
Right, so you talked about being really accessible. So how did that translate for us in our first season, being at the farmer's market consistently? Where did we input and use that farmer's market data then going into how having a farm store with customer database?
Absolutely. So having that at our farmers market was a huge asset to us because we were able to, right from our phone, check people out and get some customer information. So when we did decide we're opening a farm store, we'd say, hey, we have this special farm store grand opening we're excited about. Why don't you come on by? And we were able to send them text information and some photos and different things about the opening, and really just kept people informed and also connected with us throughout the week and throughout the year of, hey, we have this exciting thing, we have turkeys for Thanksgiving and different kind of opportunities to let people know what's actually going on for those who want to be a part.
Okay, so you talked about being able to use it on your phone, which is important, but what other hardware are people potentially going to need or consider with our rig?
Sure, so obviously the phone, but you can also get a phone reader if you want to do something like a swipe, just actually swipe a credit card to do a chip. And then another thing, they have little terminals. You can get one that just connects to your phone, so it's Bluetooth, or they have entire checkout stands, which is pretty cool. It's something you can leave in the farm store, so you don't need one designated person that's like, oh, I need that person's phone. You can leave something permanently set up, and it makes it really easy to just pull out of your pocket or come to a station and check someone out, just like a normal store. So someone comes in, they don't like, what do I do? How do I figure this out? But they have everything they need, and Square works great at providing different solutions for different size of companies.
Right, because right now we're using an iPad set up inside our farm store.
Absolutely.
So when it comes to handling customers' data, that's really sensitive and private information. So it's awesome when your customers trust you with that. So how do you talk with the customer and make sure you're handling that professionally and not allowing it to become invasive at all?
Sure. I think the very first thing, which is most important, is you're actually keeping this data to help them. And what that looks like is, hey, I purchased something 2 weeks ago. I forgot which flavor of the kombucha I bought, and I loved it. Can you pull it back up? So that's something you can share with them, or they say, hey, I lost my receipt. I need it for maybe a business purpose or something they have personal finance, and you can pull that back up too. And so we want to keep that information to help them, but we also want to be sure of how we're limiting. And what I love about Square is you can choose specific roles or access to different people. So as the farm store, people who are helping to lead the farm store, then you're able to say, oh, well, I want to know, some customer information, but I don't want every person who's doing a checkout, who maybe they're here just on a Saturday volunteering their time, to have that information. And so it's helped it be, actually showing care for the person, and that we're actually doing this to help them. And there's so many times someone will come and be like, oh, I love this thing you had last week. We'll be like, well, we'll let you know when it comes back in stock. And just that ability to follow up with someone and come back around is really helpful.
Right, so that's important. You're able to keep it really secure. And something also you're just talking about there is about being in stock. And so something else we handled and decided to do, we set up an online store as well. So Square also is integrated to an online website where we can also direct people to who aren't currently on the farm store, and they can place orders in advance.
Yes.
All right, so tell us about invoicing. What do we need to be thinking about or considering when handling larger accounts?
Sure. So I love invoicing, and Square was a perfect tool for that. As we grew from a farmer's market to having a farm store and then providing our products to stores in the area, we were able to find a system in Square that was able to basically create a timeline of, hey, this is how much you spent, this is how much is due, and then also a follow-up system. So it automatically sends them a reminder email saying, hey, this thing is due, let's say it's due in 10 days from now, or maybe it's past due, and it's just a quick reminder. The nice thing is all that will pull over into the report. So at the end of the month or the end of the week, you could pull up and say, hey, this is how much total sales we had. Not just, I have my book here with all the invoices and I have to keep that in my mind. And the inventory over here, and then the farm store over here. It's all in one system. And as we grew, like I said, from a farmer's market to the farm store, we found ourselves finding Square to be the perfect system to grow with us. And that's one of the big things we were looking for, is something that not can just do the one task we need, but as we grow, continue to keep up with the demand and also the need. And that's what I love about Square, is that's actually how they're thinking of, how do I help a store grow? And they're really for that.
That's good. All right, so if record keeping and data tracking or administration isn't something that is your natural bent or you love doing, it is a muscle worth growing. You need to learn how to keep track of and keep record of what you're selling, what you're growing, what kind of inventory you have. Otherwise, it's going to be really difficult to have a system that works for you. If you don't take the time to maintain and upkeep with it, you're going to really struggle with having a system that's going to help save you time and make life for your customers easier. Because if you're not doing that, you're just making things harder on yourself. So, to wrap this up, Jonathan, I have one final question to ask, and I would like to know what has been like one of your favorite pieces of day-to-day of the system that we use that you feel like saves the most time.
Sure. Well, my favorite piece of the system is I pull out my phone and I can pull up a report from that day and see exactly how many sales happened, who were the customers that came in, what products do we have. Oh, this thing is lower in stock. I need to make sure that tomorrow we're thinking about that. Tomorrow or this week, we're putting things in process to get things produced, or to maybe say, hey, we gotta wash some more eggs, put in the farm store.
Right.
We're taking care of things like that. And I love just that ease of access, where it's not I have to get on my computer at the end of the day and log into 3 different systems or look at this big notepad and then do math calculations. It's instant. And I can even have it set up to where it emails me that every day at the end of the day as we close the store. So it's been a huge blessing, and that's one of my favorite tools.
All right, thank you, Jonathan, for joining us today.
Of course.
We're really excited to continue on the series, guys. Join us next time. We're going to be getting into marketing.
Don't miss it.
Take your notes, get ready. We're going to get into how to get the good news out there. We'll see you then.